Hi, this is Can I Have Another? We are here at 40 Clinton Street down Lower East Side of Manhattan. We are here at LittleBig, a Caribbean and Eastern European restaurant mix. We're going to go inside, see the drinks, talk to some of the bartenders, and let's have a good night. Thank you. Hi, good evening. This is another session of Can I Have Another? I'm Mike.
I'm Steph.
We are here at LittleBig at 40 Clinton Street at Lower East Side of Manhattan. A very nice place. We are here with a bartender,
Tim.
Hey Tim, how you doing? How you doing?
Doing my best.
Well, it's busy in this nice little place, and this looks so awesome.
All right, and so let's just get into it.
Yeah.
Are you originally from here, or did you come from somewhere else?
Oh, somewhere else, somewhere far, far away. I'm from Belarus. It's in Eastern Europe.
Belarus.
Yes.
Okay.
Belarus is...
It's like by...
Right above Ukraine.
You're about Ukraine? Okay.
Yeah. This like troubled area.
Yeah.
Well, and that's not the only one troubled area, but one of the first ones. It's like.
When did you come to New York?
2016.
Okay, so...
And it was like October 2016, yeah.
Okay.
Right before election.
Yeah.
I came here for fun stuff, so if anything, you can blame me. So, yeah, why you will say? Because authoritarians, I feel like I talk about this with a lot of my friends from Belarus. Like it feels like they're following us. It's like it's crazy to think it's like me at 43 years old. So me and a friend of mine from Belarus, we consider the time when we lived like in normal America. So like post Obama, like 1 year, that was okay for us, and then like it went sideways. And but the president's even funnier because since the Lukashenko was in power since 1996, in my 34 years, I only had like more than this president. That's sad, but
That's crazy.
hey,
That
fun
is
fact.
crazy, actually.
Yeah.
Fun fact, guys. Because I'm just like...
You never know. You've been following your dreams, but sometimes dreams are following you.
Yes.
Your nightmares are following you. Yes.
Now, you guys opened a great dream here.
Thank you.
This is really nice.
I know, I do like it. It's nice and
Yes.
cozy. I like it. Okay, so how did you first get into bartending? Like, were you bartending in Belarus?
Drinking.
Oh,
Yes.
you know?
Yeah,
That's...
drinking a lot.
Since
and,
now we got to this.
Yeah, no, 100%. It's growing up like in Belarus, I always like tend to be socializing with people and like going out like the hospitality for me was always coming from like a family. So like being a kid, we're always going to like to see our friends and like have a dinner at their place or like inviting guests to our place. So there's always like we always joke about this that have you seen the Super Bowl?
The ads?
The halftime show.
Yeah.
Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny, yeah, exactly.
of course.
So I was watching it, and so many of my Latin friends was like, have you seen this guy who's like kid sleeping on the chair in the corner? That's so us. That's so us. I'm like,
That was me.
that's
That was
so
me.
us. Like in Eastern, it was cold, and I was sleeping in the winter clothes on the side. Well, my mom, because also like my mom had me when she was 20 years old, so like she didn't stop going out. She was just taking me, and so yeah. And
I mean,
then
that is true. That's how us Latin kids grew up. The family's still partying. You gotta go to bed, pull chairs together, go to
Yeah,
bed.
100% sleep here. Yeah, and after that, like it was just a lot of, at that time, like a lot of bars in Belarus were opening up, and I tend to be like a regular there because a lot of my friends started to work, pick up some like part-time jobs, and I remember the first drink that I tried was a Negroni, and I hated it. But it was something about like seeing people working behind the bar, or just like mastering this like craft skill of like creating something out of basically a couple of bottles and liquids. That was really really fascinating. So part of the reason why I moved here was to try to work in the hospitality industry because I heard this is the toughest place on earth, but also it's the
That
only
is
place
true.
they can actually provide, which is quite crazy.
That's why they say if you can survive in New York, you can survive anywhere.
Yeah, and that is true.
It's not for everybody, just so you know. So that's basically why you started bartending, just because you were already drinking and your friends were working there,
Yeah.
and you're just like, you know what? And I like people, so drinking
love
and
it.
people, right?
I love communicating with people and having fun with them. I do love pretend to be a little bit someone else, just like a little bit of like actor whatever I have inside of me. Like with that, when you're behind the bar, it helps a lot. So kind of like I love manual labor. I don't like waking up early in the morning.
I
It
feel
kind of
that.
always been like that for me. Even with just going out to the bars, you're like becoming like you work a daytime job, then you go like out at 5 p.m. and then you come back at like home at 10, 11 every day. And at some point you're just like, I could just make money out of it. I live the same schedule.
So when you first bartended, what was it like? Were you like automatically great at it, or did you?
I had I was very fortunate after I moved here. I worked in the South Brooklyn, so it's Emmons Avenue around like Brighton Beach, and the place that I worked was basically like a creperie, focusing on like banquet style service. So it's like 20 people, $75 per person. Use a buzzer. You need to like salads on the side and shit like that. And then, am I allowed to curse here?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're a fuck.
Yeah. And I was like doing like when I moved here, I was obviously a boss boy. But then at some point, like the bartender there who didn't do much, it was just like pouring like a pitcher of cranberry juice and some beers and like something easy stuff. So he didn't split. He wasn't agreed of splitting tips with the server. So he basically walked out in the middle of the service, and the server came to me and was like, "You said you finished the bartending school, right?" Like, yeah. Go. So expectations were zero, and everything I could do is just improve. And because I tried, I always like treated this job seriously. I kind of like started from the basics, but those basics are like make a fresh lemon juice every day. Make a fresh lime juice every day. Don't pre-batch stuff. Don't use the margarita mixer. Literally basic stuff. And because it was so slow, I had a freedom of just like playing around with like shakers and the juices and trying some stuff. So it was really cool. Like no expectations, do whatever you want type of like experience.
I mean, that's how everyone learns, though. Like basically from the bottom, honestly.
Yeah.
Because then you move your way up, so that by that time you're up there, you pretty much know what you have to do and how to make everything.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you kind of self-taught basically, or did like someone like kind of pull you aside and like, kind of show you the ropes, or
Fine self-taught.
like
From the scratch everything for myself.
like when to learn how to make a drink, or did you like read books or something like?
I read books and like I learned about the balance. Like it's specs. For me, it's always like there's a specs, just follow. It's like it's as simple as that. Like don't reinvent the wheel unless you sure you can.
Like unless you're making new things or something.
Yeah, make it better. I was lucky enough. My first place where I worked when I got the job in Manhattan was Saxon and Pearl. They closed it now, but it was like a really cool restaurant bar. With a great team, so I had a chance to like learn from these people. Because I think till this day, every interview that I do, I always assume that I'm like not qualified enough. So I will always go like, all right, I'm here to learn. I'm here not to like get in the way of people. I'll just go and like try to support and like do my part and like just stay out of trouble. So so many people helped me and shaped me. But I always wanted to like work clean, work efficient, work fast. This is something that like nobody can teach you per se. It's something that you like you look at your stage, you feel like it's messy. I need to do better. But like everything else is a practice and help from colleagues.
Okay, so was there anything that was the hardest thing to learn while you were bartending, or was it just?
Stop making surprised face when people ask you dumb cocktails or drinks. Like that was the hardest for me.
And I'm sure you got it a lot.
I almost immediately on my first nights, and like I'm from Eastern Europe, so we have our relationship with vodka, right? We like drink it with shots, with the chaser, not thinking about it, making a long drink. So obviously don't sip it on the rug. Keep it simple. And my first shift, the gentleman comes to me is like this Patagonia vest, like really nice gentleman that goes like, "I'll take vodka and water with orange slices." I'm like, "Soda water." Water. Like carbonated water? And it's like, water. Vodka, water, ice? He was like, yeah, an orange slice. And then my brother came to me and was like, Tim, just make a drink. Just make a drink.
But you're like, but I don't understand
But
it.
I'm confused. I know it tastes disgusting. Like, why would someone drink that?
I actually have never heard anyone order that in a bar. I'm just saying.
Well, water, yeah, soda water, yeah.
Like, no, like
That was
club
plain.
soda?
Oh,
No,
club soda.
that was literally tap water. He said vodka, tap water over ice.
Why don't you just stay with vodka? Vodka is just pretty much just potato with
Too
juice.
boozy? I don't know.
And
But
just
I've
have-
never heard
and
anybody-
have oranges on, put the orange juice. Why are you gonna add water to something to?
But that's-
Exactly questions that went through my head in the moment.
Because even I'm just like, well, I've never heard of it. Like,
You know what? I'll give you a water. Just put a lot of ice in it. So there you go. There's your water. That'll
listen, the
melt
only
you.
time I've seen vodka and water is if you didn't have anything else but that. That's it.
In your life.
That's
should-
the only time.
You should
But
just say
okay.
vodka and then water, but like, yeah, you can mix that yourself.
Some people like to suffer, so
Yeah.
just let them suffer.
You know what? If that's what they want, that's what they want.
Yeah.
So what energy do you think you bring to the? What energy do you think you bring to bartending? Like happy-go-lucky, like
Awkward. Awkward sarcasm.
I like that.
okay, you know
And
that's good.
sometimes like awkward pauses. I don't know. I think I have an understanding of this like line that I don't want to cross as a hosting guest. It's like, you know, it's still a joke, but it gets like you start becoming rude. There's like this line. I think I'm pretty good with it, but you know, I'm not the one to decide on this one. But this is the vibes that I always said. It's like a little bit more like, you know, what kind of wine do you guys have? Like, well, we have like one white, one red. Like anything else? Like, well, no, that's too much. And it's like, what kind of red wine? I was like, well, it's right, but the glass. It's an example, but you know, you kind of like this is my way of being very simple and real with people.
I mean, sometimes
Exactly.
people like that though. It's just like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I feel it just feels a little bit refreshing with like American hospitality when you walk in and everybody just always like, hi, welcome. How's your day going,
Yeah.
darling? Everything is awesome.
You see, if you did that here, everyone would be like, what is going on?
In New York.
Yeah, no, yeah, in New York.
If you go in a diner, you will get this kind of treatment.
Well, that's different. But I'm saying like a bar's like, what happened?
Well, I mean, I get it a lot of times, but so there's this thing about since I moved here, I had a little bit of a question in my head about question of how are you doing in English language. It becomes more like a replacement for saying hi to people. And when I just moved here, like our cook at this Russian place was just saying like how you doing and passing by, and I thought my English is not good enough, so I don't have an ability of answering fast enough. So I was trying to like ask as fast as I can. He didn't care. He was just passing by. I was like, what should I ask? He was like, oh, I just want to be polite. I'm like, but you don't care. I was like, I don't care.
That's pretty much.
That's how I say. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like that's it.
But that's the
And
New
I
York
understand.
way though.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
Once again, I'm saying like it's just, and I feel on this like side, I double chicken places start doing that, right? When people come in, I will never first ask how are you doing intentionally, because I think if you want to have this conversation, we need to know each other a little bit better, right? So I'll always be like, hi, welcome, what can I get you, or like something like that. People automatically, I'm good, how are you? I'm like, thank you for asking, my day is good, how are you doing? There's like, I'm good, thank you, and you? And I'm like, this is not going well right now.
Well, that's funny because we like even in the mornings when we go to work, I say, "Good morning, hey, how you doing? I'm good," and you just keep walking. But everyone knows that when we don't really care.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we don't care. It's just that one, we don't have time,
Yeah.
and two, we really don't kind of care.
Yeah.
It's just like it was just a polite thing. Okay, hey, how you doing? All right, I'll see you later, and just keep it walking.
Like,
And nobody ever gets like, like offended because it's like we already know.
yeah, we know what's going on. I mean, me and my friend Chris used to just give each other middle finger.
Yeah.
Like, hey, how you doing?
And that's like, oh, that's good morning.
Yeah, that's how we say hello and good morning.
I love that.
We just know each other. We just know another one thing. I mean, it's the same thing as everything else to us. So, is there anything about bartending that has taught you something?
Yeah. You have you have more control over like your time of the day that a lot of people understand, of like what can you do, or like organize your hobbies during the day, and like, you know, how can you like build your day so you can. A lot of people think that because you work late nights, the only thing you can probably squeeze is like, you know, going to the gym, and like that's like a self-care for them, because they turn into like more like nocturnal animals, which is fine, but at the same time, like when you start spending, let's say, like 2.5, 3 hours post work to like vent out to get to come home at like 5, 6 a.m., 7 a.m. and gets like into this like loop of like self destruction. And like in the bartending, because like most of my hobbies are connected to like morning activities. Like if I want to go play golf, it's gonna be in the morning. If I want to go surf, it's gonna be in the morning. If I want to go ski, it's gonna be in the morning. So when I got used to just waking up early in the morning without any alarm clocks, I realized how much we can unlock. When, let's say your shift starts at 3 p.m. and I usually wake up at 8 a.m. I have the whole day before.
Yeah.
I can go surf, I can go ski, I can go before work, I can go like, as I said, play golf, I can go and research something, learn a language, or there's so many things you can do. I think people that don't work in this industry as well, and they get stuck to like 9 to 5 and then go home and just stay in the couch, like it's the same problem. But I think when you're a bartender, you need to like, you're kind of forced to seek some ways to have your hobbies spark in the morning and stuff. So it's kind of like, yeah, I would say that. You do that.
Sure, like it just really is. Especially on the weekends, you figure you sleep late. Like, oh, I feel so good, but I'm like, I got nothing done until it's 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, oh my god, that's a waste of time. And it's true.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you wake up at a certain time and you got pretty much a whole day. We know you have to work later, but you can get 90% of stuff you have to get done, and you're good, and it gives you something to do.
I mean, if anything, I feel they have more freedom than we do, and we work 9 to 5.
Yeah. It's true. I mean,
Sometimes. Sometimes.
I don't know.
Now when you have like seven shifts in a row, like open close. Then
Well, no, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. I'd be like, never mind.
so as being a bartender, what's one of the most rewarding moments you ever had behind the bar?
I would say that kind of really probably be
When I'm behind the bar, or just in general, it's like connected
Whenever
to
you
the
were
bar.
behind the bar, like what's something that's actually always stuck out to you? You felt like it was a proud moment.
I mean, it could have been like the first great drink that you made that was just like, you know what?
Hard to judge now. I don't know. Maybe because like of when you're working a lot on like a lot of drinks, you kind of like this feeling of like, oh, I made something super cool. Kind of like dulls and like gets like kind of like washed away. I was really proud when like my mom came to visit, and that was the first time we like went to the bar and she sat down with what I used to work. After like a dinner, she was like, yeah, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Like, it's okay. I'm fine with it. That was the first time she was like, because she always was like, so you want to go back to college or something? Like, you know,
Yeah.
maybe get it. Like, when you stop having fun with this shit? When she came and she saw what we're doing, like the way how I wasn't behind the bar. That's what I asked, because I was sitting next to her. But it was like in the place when we were all working, and she was so impressed that I was like, listen, honestly, I couldn't ask for more. Everything else is just a bonus.
That's great.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with bartending. It's a very good job.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely.
it's
I mean, it could lead to many things, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not just
You never know.
like being behind a bar.
I think it's just a stigma of what kind of bartender people imagine in their head, and what kind of bartender you are. Because you know, if I say like I'm a carpenter, like it's, you don't know what kind of carpenter I am.
Exactly.
Like you will want to see my resume first. But people tend to see like, you know, oh, you're a bartender. Like, oh, okay, so you're like, you know, just pouring beers and like shots and trying to like oversell a vodka to make some money in your pocket and put on some like cheap booze and like that's the stereotype, especially people of like our parents. I totally understand that. It's my job to prove her that this is.
Oh, look at that, see? She did the same thing.
she was saying hello.
Is it the same thing as you?
Yeah, you
She
see?
said hello to you guys. That was two fingers. There's both of you.
You see? I told you that was a greeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a new greeting. That's how you know she's been longer than I am.
But it's true. Like, we always say like bartenders, they think they're. People just like, oh, you're a bartender, but you're not. Like you become family, you become friends, you become everything to us. Or people who come to the bar and they think it's nothing. They come in like, oh, I'm at a bar. Bartenders see everything about the people. They start reading people about them. They start knowing people better, and it just makes your life a little bit different.
Yeah.
And it's their life, your life, everyone's different. Just from just talking to someone at the bar and meeting people at the bar, meeting the bartender. And it's not just about the drink; it's about everything else.
It's
And
one of those like professions when like you have an ability of like changing someone else's life, like very like on the spot, which is
Hello.
And we've seen it. We've had many stories of people say that
Yeah.
things changed their life as a bartender because that's something
Just
more
a
than
fact,
that.
yeah, just a story. A lot of times,
Yeah.
like you just share your experiences, like, and it inspires them. Like, it's even like especially if you meet some like cool bartender who who move. Now I just if I'll say it like it kind of like something I'm talking about myself, but move somewhere like half across the world, figure it out like, on the spot, have some like cool background on him, and like yeah, it's rarity, and people who are feeling that they're stuck.
Me.
Helps them to just like do the first step because it's like if bartending is not a joke, then like maybe like my love to like painting doors or whatever is also maybe not a joke. It's like a serious thing if I commit to it.
Like there's like some bartenders that they're actors, musicians. They got stuff going on. It's not that it's just bartenders. They have like a bunch of things.
But like we said, that's what you're saying. Like, you have
that's what I'm
all
saying.
this up in the morning and stuff like that. You don't work every night, so like you have so much of another life being just from a bartender, which is awesome because just being a bartender just alone is just great what you do. But you could write a book or do this or do school and this or that and just have a great life outside just like a restaurant or something.
Yeah.
And also make a career out of it. Like bartenders do go to own bars, so it's not like a.
Well, I would say if you want to keep like doing like if we're talking about somebody who does like acting, singing, and all this stuff like seriously, then like I think you need to choose one thing that you want to do like devote your life to. Because like if you want to be an actor, then you will be a man bartender, but you're not gonna be a man bartender because you're not taking it seriously enough or you're not responsible enough. You're probably gonna be a man bartender because if you will get some acting gig that's really good for you, you will drop bartending like that. So it's kind of like if you will have a choice of committing to some cool rehearsal or some really fun like interview for a role, and you have like some shit to pick up, you will pick up there too. So like in that way. So that's what I would see. Like I see it like if I will start that way. Like I want to be a bartender. I'm gonna do it like a full-time job, and the other thing is a hobby. So like, I will see it as a full-time job. This is like a full-time job. That's not that I'm an actor, but no, I'm a bartender. That's it. I'm not anything else. But like you can be acting. I'm not saying that you cannot be acting. But then I feel like if you want to be like a professional, you gotta choose a profession.
Well, so now you're an owner too.
Huh?
Now you're an owner too.
Well, yeah. No, bartender still.
Plus, yeah.
Bartender owner.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to like transition from bartender to a full-time owner. That would be nice. But right now it feels like more like a full-time bartender, like as a hobby. I also own a bar.
I think a lot of people, once they bartend, I don't think they want to leave it. It's a lot more in people's like minds. I always feel like, especially when we met people who are a bartender and owner, I feel like when they go behind the bar, they feel it's like a different game. Like they don't have to worry about all the other stuff. You just worry about your drink,
Yeah.
your cocktails, you make it for people, you're talking to people, you're down to earth to people, and it's like, it's a nice feeling. I mean, it's instead of when you're owning, you're like, all right, what's on here? What has to be happening here? And this, I feel like bartending sometimes does give you a lot of release more than owning would be. You know what I mean? Like that.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll still have it, but it's just like,
Yeah,
bartending-
no, it's just different.
yeah,
Like same but different.
it's a different art. Which
It's
is
still
really
same.
good. Yeah. So,
But different.
But different.
so what's your favorite cocktail of all time?
Like either to make or to drink.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. That wasn't me.
Turn it up, yeah.
That wasn't me.
Yeah.
They looked at you.
Yeah,
Back in the Terry.
That wasn't me. I'm in the middle of something right now. I'm sorry.
She looked at you like.
Don't edit that out.
Don't you love showing us? Goes all the volume up in the middle of the service. You're like, what's going on?
What was it?
Boulevard, yeah.
After a long day, a long night, what's your thing to go to the next day? It would be like going to exercise and go, like you said, skiing or something like that. What's your thing to do?
My friend, lately it's been very simple. You come here 11 a.m., you leave at 11 p.m., go home, have a beer, maybe two if I'm lucky and I have enough willpower, then like watch something under 1 hour episode of Target. And like rinse, repeat. So yeah, it's very routinely the past like couple of months it's been like that.
Sure. And
Right next to you next. Me. Okay. So, technically, from what we heard, you're the big and little big, right? So,
that's one.
what made you open the place up? What made you open the place up? What made you want to get as an owner slash bartender?
That's the whole point. That's the whole point. It's like you can do something on your own. It's really fun to work for like super talented people. It's really fun to work with like for some really exceptional talents. But I think at the same time, like at some point, you will get to the moment when you start disagreeing, not because you want to disagree, because you develop your own perspective on stuff. It's like it's not that something is wrong or right, but like you would rather do it different way. You can support it with an opinion. But then it comes to you start arguing with someone who's about people. And the only way out of it is like. Open your own place.
So basically, they'll kind of give you creative space.
Essentially getting like your little like experiment. That was just a little like to try out like alright, so because I mean unless you try it like you don't know if whatever you have in your head is actually truly gonna work out. So it's like when you I think confident enough experience, you want to be alright. Let's give it a shot. I believe in myself, and then you're gonna be like failing for a little bit more and more and more. So. But it's fine, it's part of the process, and I love it.
Now, when you get started opening this up, did you like trying to create this all by yourself? Like you guys created this together, but did you like doing like your own creativity things?
I couldn't do that myself. There's no way. I thought about it many times, like, no way ever opening place by myself. That's just. You either have some incredible people backing you up in the way of like looking for price, whatever you can hire whoever you want, whoever you can for as long as you want, so we can nurture you because of your intent. If you want to do it like the shit more like rogue, I would say you gotta put there. It's just too much for one person about that shit.
So when you first opened the doors, how was that feeling? How did it feel to you when you first opened the doors as your own place?
I was bartending.
You're still here.
You see this husband like asked me the same thing after like a couple of weeks after opening. It was like, hey team, listen, probably was like really proud to watch the place filling up with people and like the drinking and everybody's having a good time. And literally I went like, Nick, I'm glad you noticed that because I did. Because I was making drinks and thinking about like everyone else and thinking about like this light is a bit too bright, the music is a little bit off. Whenever I have a moment where I can step back when you have enough stuff to work and everything as well, you can just step back and like kind of like take a perspective, then I will get an answer. Right now, it was like, oh my god, I have our people. Okay, let's start thinking. It's like it's very in the moment. Which is also why I love bartending because it's like state of flow and like being present in the moment is really important. And that will give it to you. But yeah, no, I literally have no answer for that question.
Probably staff.
So what's the main story between LittleBig? I know you guys opened this together, but is there any kind of like story behind it, or is it just pretty much you knew what you guys were gonna do, you had to figure out for a while, and you just went into it, or was it something like you guys came up to? Like, is it something like you said you want to open yours, you couldn't do it. She wanted to open hers. Was there something you guys just combined it and just get one for it?
You met him?
It was as simple as like us sitting in the bar and talking about like, all right, so what do you want to do next? Like, what's the next step? Like, you want to own the place, be the manager, because we both at the same time were wanted to take a step up. And you see, he just dropped like casual. It's like, oh, actually, I have like there's an option of. Initially, she said there's an option of buying a place for $12,000, and then it was like $12,000. It's like $12,000, like $12,000, $12,000. I don't know what the place is. I don't 12,000. I'm willing to. Then she was like, let me check. Actually, it's $120. And then I was like, I'm still in. It's just stupid cheap. I'm like, we had this opportunity. It didn't work out, essentially, but it was this moment of like, all right, I can. If there's two of us, we have a application. Three of us technically, right? I can pull up some money. I mean, like, I can borrow some money. Which can happen. Yeah. It was always like being of let's try to make it like as much as ourselves as possible. And then when we decided that we're gonna do it, we've been joking around that for a long time. The similarities of Slavic or Eastern Europeans and Latino people, to the point when we're like been joking like calling like Eastern European women as winter Latinas. Many similarities in cultures, in families, in our like habits and our like relationship with the family built up, and food as well. So we kind of just start playing around with it, and it started making more and more sense. And yeah, essentially kind of like just happened. I don't know. We never like forced it as I had this content since I was like 10 years old. It was just all right. First step, buy a bar. Second step. Is it gonna be a bar or a cocktail? I'm like, sure, yes. Third step, do we have a kitchen? Okay, how big is our kitchen? What can we afford? So that was like a lot of that.
Alright, it's all the process.
And it's just a start. You never know where it's gonna go.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
I think that's how all things go. You think you're gonna start here, and then before you gotta make adjustments here, and then it's kind of shape it to be what you want it to be later on. So.
I feel really grateful that we have such a small space that it lets us to make mistakes without such big consequences as it could have been, and also like to figure out like on our own right now. So like when we get to start hiring people, we know personally why we hire people. It's like we know what to demand from them because we can do the same thing. That's like really important. If you want to like teach someone, if you want to put some demands on someone, you need to be able to meet those demands yourself.
That's true.
Otherwise, it's like, what are we doing here?
It's like supervisors that are supervisor but don't know how to supervise.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So when people come out here, what kind of vibe do you want them to feel when they walk in?
Friends apartment.
Friends apartment? Oh,
Yeah, friends apartment. It's kind of like as I mentioned, like, growing up, we were always going to like to see friends in there. So this year, it's always like go from apartment to apartment. So I always had this vibe, and as a student, like in college, you always like, oh, my parents left. Let's hang out. And it was always been that. That's I think where my hospitality kind of was coming from, like the style, and I think that's what we're trying to get here.
I'm like, I can see the vision. It kind of does feel like that. That's what I said. It kind of feels cozy, like, a little homey. So.
Especially like the brick wall and stuff like that, or exposure, especially New York City type or Brooklyn type. Always a brick wall. Even like the windows back there remind me of an apartment.
Yeah, it does though. That's funny.
The windows back there, they do remind me of an apartment windows.
Yeah.
Like even that thing. There used to be the heaters in like the projects and stuff.
Yeah.
People used to get burned down all the time. Right?
Yeah. Finding out this place used to be an apartment some quite long time ago.
See, that's all.
Like, so in basement we still have one small room that kind of used to be a shower back in the day. So
That's like
kind of like
cool
all
though.
works out.
It's awesome.
On what?
I know this place kind of just happened. Was anything like you've seen between customers that you thought was just kind of crazy already for being only open for a couple of weeks? Is there anything like really like, wow, I can't believe that actually happened already?
And yeah, we got a guy the other day who tipped us $500 out of nowhere. To the point where I was like, we exchanged information before that. The next day I was like, that's an extra zero right there. I'll call him. And I called him. I was like, hey, Steve, thank you for coming, but like, I think you passed the extra zero. I said, no, guys, it's for you. Just to support, like, so like in the future we can like, I have a bar to come back to. I'm like,
Oh wow.
and I told him like, if you'll do it next time when you come in, like, I'll just cancel the whole thing. I'm done. It's not well, if you have so much money, just give it to charity or buy enough stuff for $500. Like, bring it back.
Yeah, that was generous.
Yeah, that was really generous. I'm really grateful for that.
I know it's still kind of new, but like, maybe let's do any other bars you work. Has there ever been a bar like that something's happened? Like this has only happened at this bar. Like that's just like I know you guys work at a different bar together and stuff like that. Has that ever happened in the other bar you guys work now? With just like let's call it the American bar. Has anything happened like wow? I really don't like I believe that happened, but I can't believe that happened. Does that ever happen there?
I totally got not better with it. Let me see. It's just the thing is like there's so many things being like that in so many places that's like sometimes just it feels like Matrix just glitched. Like what's going on? But I think the most it was a funny and surreal thing at the same time at the Chicken place when I was working there. They have like dual spaces, so in the front space there's top tails, and it's basically like first come first serve. So in times the place was getting really packed, and it was like opening the tap, so server, and it's predominantly place for like Asian guests that run with like people who came from Taiwan, so you have like a lot of support from Japanese community where like they say chats out. So the notes on my ticket was saying the Asian guy in the black jacket, and I literally turned around and I'm like, there's 25 of you here. There's no way you can make this up. I don't want to sound like racist right now. I don't know why. Who ordered this? I have an Asian guy in the dark jacket right in the ticket. That was insane. I mean, it's like, come on, listen, I understand, but let's maybe ask for a name. I'm okay with yelling someone else's name. But don't just put it like you setting me up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like you got set up.
Oh, like, yeah.
What the hell? That's amazing.
Just gonna start screaming out the order.
Yes.
What's going on?
Where's my drink? I'm like, I don't know, one of the black jackets took it.
Yeah. So what's one of the most ridiculous drink order you ever had?
Oh, should we circle back to the vodka water? I don't think anything.
Maybe the vodka water probably. The vodka water,
I
yeah.
think this one will stay for me would be forever. I will never, ever have anything crazier than that. Because also, it happened once. I will never forget.
Because I'm like, no one ever orders that. That's
Yeah, I never.
Yeah. But you know, like also all this like I want like something sweet and sour and bitter, but also like light, but also hammy. And, lady, you want wine? We can get you some wine. It's fine. There's no shame in drinking wine.
I love wine.
Now, did you cut her off after that first drink?
Oh no, absolutely not. I actually
Did she add water more than just one?
Yeah, I mean people rarely know what they want. As long as it's delicious, they're like, oh shit, okay. That's also the one of the tricks that I learned from one of my friends and the colleagues. He told me that people who order skinny margarita are the people who just never had a margarita. I mean, they've been traumatized by shitty margaritas, so they just go for like, no sugar at all, and they think it's good. So then like, when people come to me and they're like, yeah, I'll get a skinny margarita, I'm like, okay. We'll like steal a little bit of fuck out of syrup with that. Right? It's balanced. There you go. It's like, oh my god, it's amazing. Is it skinny? I'm like, no, it's actually the right one. But you are welcome.
Yes.
I mean, listen, sometimes they do screw up margaritas. I'm just gonna say that.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely, yes.
Too much sour mix.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like, I've been traumatized. I still drink margaritas, but you just know what place not to get it at.
No,
Yes.
yeah, all this like do you ever get bath with salt of like these chunks of ice margarita that you drink and it's like, oh my god, it's delicious.
As soon as you see the color, I'm like,
Well,
oh, here we go.
it's like green.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't think I want it. I'll drink it, but I don't want it.
It looks like apple tea in the rocks.
So since you guys opened, since you were bartending, that would well, everything. What was the most like popular drink that you've seen that people order so far?
Here? I think strawberry. For me, it's strawberry. I think this is the drink of the game. I could tell. I think it's just because like we are so don't have enough information, enough study. It feels random when people came in. They decide to go. They tend to go through the whole menu. One way or another. They get like one drink because they're like, I will try it. Then they'll tend to like it. Actually, you know what? Let's try plum as well. Oh, let's try cherry. And tend to like everything. So kind of like go through all of it. And what I've noticed, like if you ask people, they will always be polite and tell you the most like expect the answer. But I would say like the strawberry and mint plum is the one that I'm matching the most. Bread as well. But bread probably because of like convenient, like conventional ingredients. It's like bread syrup.
You said bread syrup?
Bread syrup.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, that sounds like you said bread syrup?
No.
Never.
Oh, I love this fishing bowl. It's like, what is bread syrup? I'm like,
Yeah, 'cause I'm just
syrup
like,
made
bread.
of bread.
That makes sense, but I was
Yeah.
like,
Remember you were asking me what my style of like hospitality? This is kind of like this awkward, clumsy. What was like what was the TV show? Oh my god, Arrested Development.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like this, The Office, Arrested Development, like this kind of like my yeah. This I'm like, you won't believe it. You will like it, but you will not believe it. I get bread, I get sugar, syrup.
Yeah, the
Obviously,
first
dropping
ones.
some details, but it's always
Like,
worth it.
you guys
It's
might
always,
be the first ones that have bread syrup. I'm like,
Yeah,
that sounds like that's a thing.
yeah.
Well, learn something new today.
And you can make a syrup out of anything. If you put your mind to it,
I guess. I guess.
no one can stop.
Okay. Okay, so what's your favorite drink to make? Just in general.
Shots. I had this
That's
question
it?
so many times.
Shots?
Yeah, 100%. Every place that I work, people are like, oh my god, what's your favorite drink to make? Shots.
Is it because it's so easy to just pour it and here you go, get out? Not bad.
So technically
You sound like a
straight.
bartender yourself, huh?
So technically straight shots, not the mixed shots. Not like
It's a drink.
Not
Don't
the green
make it.
teas.
I don't know. For cocktails, I don't. At some point, you stop. When you make like enough drinks, it just I start thinking about like something that I like or don't like to make. I'm like, oh, I can make all of them good, and that's always the challenge for me. Is like, you know, whatever you throw at me, even if it's like this ridiculous order that you don't even know, you go on yourself. But for me, that's the challenge. I'm like, all right, so I need to impress you by making whatever you ask me, but exceptionally. Even if it's stupid. Even if it's stupid, like maybe that was I apologize. I apologize. I don't want to get canceled. If it's something like a little bit off, and it's a sweet margarita, and I will still balance it with a little bit of sugar to balance it for you. So you're gonna be like, oh my god, it's the best margarita I ever had in my life. And that's always the goal. So like, if people ask me, if somebody asks me like to make the Ramos gin fizz, which is notoriously one of the most annoying things, I will always laugh in their face because I was making Ramos gin fizzes for a living every night at Double Chicken Place. So it's one of the most popular cocktails. There is a version of Ramos gin fizz. So I shook a lot of them. It doesn't scare me anymore.
Yeah.
It's fine. That's fine.
I love different
Yeah.
takes on that.
Oh no, we're disagreeing.
No, I disagree.
I always
That's a
disagree.
different takes.
A different take,
Yeah, she be saying hi to me all the time.
Yeah.
This.
So, like, what drink do you think people like should try here and they overlook? Besides the strawberry, what's wrong? What do you
Here,
think
that
overlook?
they don't try enough. None of our house classics.
Any of the house classics?
I love them. Old fashioned is great. Rosita is amazing variation of a Negroni with tequila. El Presidente, I'm quite proud of this one because El Presidente is a notoriously cocktail that people tend to see as the shitty one. It's really hard to make well. It's kind of like with the Bronx or Blood and Sand. They sound like drinks that like really, because of how old the recipe is, I guess, and how it's like a little bit off balance, it's really hard to make. But yeah, I think the house classics here are something people like look over to. But I love classic cocktails.
I was gonna say, classic cocktails are coming back in though. Like a lot of people, they are, because I'm like, I love me some classic cocktails. So,
Yeah.
like you can tell they're coming back. But I guess more maybe millennials, maybe, and maybe like some like Gen Z or something drink are like bringing it back to us.
Okay.
It's not anymore like the regular drinks. I mean, we still like one of those like gin soda or something like that.
Yeah, all those are, yeah.
Everyone
Those are
likes-
never dead.
No, I'm saying those. No, but I'm saying like everyone's bringing back like the classic cocktails that it takes time to look, not just like never.
Yeah, no, I personally, I'm a big fan of that. I had this conversation with someone the other day that it feels like these days in a lot of places that you go to, you need to do a homework before you open the menu. It's like, you open it, it's like, what's going on here? I'm like, I don't know. What do I want? I don't know. There's 6 pages of drinks. What is it? Stop.
See, my best thing to do is I rather go on Google and check out the photos.
Okay, yeah.
That's something I do. Like, that's something like even when I go to restaurants stuff like that, I check out the photos.
Yeah, I'll just go through a classic cocktail.
Yeah. What to me the worst is like when they have something up there, there's no name. What the hell is this? Come on.
Yeah.
Someone give me the name.
Be like, can we get that drink?
Yeah.
Gin drink that looks green.
Something.
Literally the reason why like on our menu, I was keen to put the glasses so you know what you're getting. Like
Yeah,
the simplification of the menu, like so it should be like more intuitive. Like, when you need to Google pictures of the drink that you're about to get, like that's a little
I
excessive.
need to steal you for 2 seconds.
Nah, you good.
Get your fucking ass over here.
Just work better.
Bitch, come on.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. There we go. Okay.
So that's why I have a big forehead.
All right. So, is there anything on the menu that people end up loving?
Am I in danger?
No, not yet. You're good right now. Yeah, please help.
Let me do that again.
Like, look at it's the thing is like sort of get straight in the camera and like. Please save me. Yes, on the menu
That people
I think
end
is
up
good.
loving more than
Than
people
other
love.
things?
Oh, let me say that again because now I messed up. I said, is there something on the menu that people didn't expect that they would love as much? Whether it's food or drink.
Seems like everything.
Everything? That's good.
Seems like everything because I think our concept is unique enough so flavors are not repetitive. And the dishes are unique enough so people don't have enough stuff to compare it to.
So they've never had it basically,
Yeah,
and it's just.
the lot of I see that a lot of like depending on your background and what you had like growing up eating and liking, some stuff will surprise you, some not. Let's say the cocktail with the bread syrup, the bread on the menu, because it's a highball, right? So instead of a soda, I'm using kvass, which is a fermented like rye bread beverage that very common in Eastern Europe. So all my friends from Eastern Europe who try this cocktail is like, it's quite simple. It's like kvass and whiskey. Everybody who never had it before are blown away. So it's always about like something. That's what we're trying to like combine, uncombinable, let's say. So like even you think like, all right, so I had this like, let's say the sandwich, the dranik potato pancake, and you'll be from Belarus visiting New York. You'll come here like, well, I ate a ton of draniki in my life. I'm an expert. And you will try this one, you will be blown away, but just like not because the dranik itself is really good, my mom's recipe, so I know it's good, but
Oh, nice.
the other flavors. So like let's say the side of like the sauce, the vinaigrette, wasakaka, it's very like common for Caribbean, like I never had anything like that before. It's basically like a bitter, juice of bitter oranges that fermented with like garlic and oregano. Something I never had before, and even for me, it's like it's matching so well together. Or like pork for the sandwich we cook in the Malta beverage, and like this
Ooh.
beverage is like very common.
I love Malta.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's like those flavors that you will order it expecting one thing, and then look up and there's something else. And yeah, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. So everybody loves it. So I would say yeah, ice cream is the thing.
like eating ice cream.
She's not wrong. She's not right. She's not wrong. She's not right though. She's not wrong. Yeah, because it's like it's cool, and also it's once again like this bread flavor in the ice cream. Come on.
Interesting. Okay, so if you could pick one drink and one food menu that you would tell people you have to try it.
Ice cream and strawberry.
Okay.
Yeah, good to it.
That actually sounds like a good mix. I'm not even gonna lie.
Everybody should. Every single one of them. If you think you don't like Bloody Marys, you should try strawberry. And if you think you don't like ice cream, so you should try this one. Yeah, that is my statement.
I mean, but I'm just saying the mix together kind of sounds good.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, not together. Oh.
No, so for the ice cream we have a side of a coffee that comes on the side, so it's kind of like it's a full thing by itself. So it's like
Okay,
have a
don't try
strawberry,
that. Don't
have
try
some
that.
fun in the end, get an ice cream, and yeah,
Okay.
be happy.
So this has been awesome. So if someone's thinking about coming to Little Big in New York City tonight, why should they stop by?
Because we need people. I don't know. It's such a. I'm really bad at like asking for help and like asking people to come. Like, listen, if people show up because it's good, they better come back. I'm less intrigued of people who are just coming in for one time and then leaving, and more intrigued of people who was like they came, they tried, and then like they came back the other day and like, oh my god, it was so good, I want to try it again. I'm like, oh. Now it makes sense. But I think because me and Jesse are fun, and we are really take care about what we do, and we are. It's a small business, and it's just two of us. So it's really easy to see when you go to the place, like when the people who like run it, like the actual like what they're doing, or if it's their investments as a business decision, or their opening. You can say that, and I want to think about this place as more like a European style, like cafe bar, when like the owners are always around there, and they're always like open and welcoming. It's kind of like. You don't need to dress, but it's not a special occasion to get here. Like it should be more casual, and if you have some fun ideas or fun stuff, or you want us to try some fun shots, like you should be able to come in here and just I want everybody feel welcomed, and maybe because of this, that we have this like personal touch here. That we always here on the floor, we will always be around, like, and it's because it's our first baby, just the first bar. We're extra grateful for anyone who comes in, like regardless. We had a lady today who came in and it's like, but we want to just work in the backyard. Like, girls, come in. Yeah, but we're not gonna drink. We're gonna just work. Come in. Are you kidding me? Yeah. I've been seeing. Also, I think it's because for the first like month and a half, 2 months, we're mostly seeing our friends' faces, it's amazing. I love all of them, but. The business cannot be like self-sufficient, only relying on friend support.
So if you wanted to just finish up saying that, you can't just base it on friends, just solely...
It's really nice to see friends come and support, but you cannot, your business cannot rely on support of friends to stay sustainable. So when we start getting just anyone checking us out and then end up like liking it and coming back, this is the best feeling. Like even as simple as like, we just want to like share like one glass of wine between two of us and spend like hour and a half in the backyard just chatting and working on something, please do. I'm so grateful you're here.
Oh, that's a good way of looking at it like that, yeah. All right,
makes me feel less alone.
Like, come, bring everybody. Okay, so before we wrap up, this is the time where you can say whatever you want to, the people out there. Any advice? Come on down. Anything you want to say about anything. This is your time to shine.
It's the worst type of like saying, because when you have, it's always even like working with cocktails, and people say like, I like anything. It's like, what do you want? Oh, like I can drink whatever. Like, well, when you say I can drink anything, it just makes me want to make you something that you will hate, because that's my challenge now. And if you say like, you can say whatever, I'm like, well, I'll say whatever. Like, okay, I can cancel you. I don't want to say whatever. No, I'm just kidding.
We edit things out.
I would say.
She also said she was gonna leave that question for you, so.
Yeah, I figured. It's a fun one. That is a good one. Well, I would recommend never stopping, regardless. And always remember that like, it was really fun for me experience of like when I moved here I was 25, and around like when I was turning 30-ish, I remember I called my mom and I was like, wait, so there's no adults? She'd be like, what do you mean? I'm like, Mom, I'm turning 30 now, and I don't feel like I'm becoming an adult by any means. Like, not even close. That is like on the horizon. Like, no, I'm always confused. And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, wait, that's it? She was like, yeah. And I'm like, so right now you're like at your age, you still feel like you at the same age as like 20, just more confused and like tired all the time? She's like, yeah, basically that's yes. since then, me and my mom became like best friends immediately because I was like, oh fuck, how can I even like blame her on something? And then I started thinking about like, oh, so she had me when she was 21 years old. Anything that I have against this woman is not fair. Like, there is no like, kids don't come with like instruction or anything or a guideline.
No.
And I think like opening here and like working, I always remind myself, it's like, yo, everybody does something for the first time, and you always gonna be confused. The second you get to the something unknown out of your comfort zone, you'll feel like this kid that like relies on there should be an adult in the room. There should be someone in the corner who done it before, who knows and tell me what to do. But it's you need to be like able to embrace this kid in you and just like try to like, all right, and I'm gonna fail the first time, second time, whatever. But like everybody went through it. It's absolutely universal feeling. Nobody started something and be like, I'm so good at it. Oh, no. So I would just say like, you know, just don't stop if you truly believe in it, and remember that like everybody started from the beginning and everybody was confused. So you're not alone.
That is true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Yeah.
Well, we can't thank you enough.
You can
Thank
two
you for
more
being on
times.
this.
Two more thank yous.
So you can
Thank you. We're good. We're up.
Thank you for coming again. Thank you for being on here.
Hey!
Thank you for being such a great sport and talking to us and stuff like that. We can't thank you guys enough. This is another session of Can I Have Another? I'm Mike.
I'm Steph.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you
What's
all.
up, Tim?
And we
Thank you
out.
for coming.
Peace out.
Later.
Timmy, you must be athletic here.
Huh?
Athletic here.
What again?
Athletic.
Yeah, we're
It's not alcoholic, it's barely beer.
I was forced to be here for a while. My love,
What?
thank you so much. Get out of the way. I love you so much. I swear. Love you. Well, actually, it hasn't been pepper in the mouth.
What was that you opened?
That's Kvass. That's the fermented like red beverage. Yeah.
And I'm trying to, you know, do something. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just teasing you. And I was like, oh my God, you're gonna mad. Oh no, you're just a birthday. Yeah. So, I don't know. And it's nice to meet you. I forgot about you. Oh no. I know, friend. Birthday. Because I didn't have any time. Yeah, last week you guys did. And also she's telling me that I'm my mom. And then oh yeah, that's how. Well, really.
You know, like, at least when you're sharing a bar with like another bartender, you can like give them shit of like, no, it's not how it's supposed to be. Like, it's proof of almost like, now I should do.
Hey, and her friend, and her two friends, they have a little like cocktail bar under the chair. And they really love it. They said they're like, they really like cocktails. They're a big fan of like, monkey cheese is their favorite bar. They were talking about it and I was like, oh, you try here. They're very good. I love you. That is so good. Did you ever say something outside? No. Maybe. So many. I asked him about this, but no. I think I really. Okay, I think he wants to be. They don't have to She's like, you can move outside. Oh my gosh, you guys stop for a good day. Yeah. If you want to wait, I where you go for your friends. I got my dog. I don't care. Well, if you come in, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, oh, fuck. Sorry. Yeah. Like regular. I'm like, I don't know. We're gonna come see her next birthday. I will, if we get on this day, before like we anything else. I should like to have lunch on a Friday. No, I'm not going to come for lunch. That's not fun. Lunch. That's crazy day lunching. Yeah. I'm not gonna taste it. We also have a beer. Okay. We have like mocktails. We have like a mocktail. We have lunch and mocktails. Okay. They got extra on it. Yeah. Like those are 60 calories.
Here's a Coke and coffee, 2 orange juice.
Like me,
Thank you, that's amazing.
$5.